sweetheart. Hi. Frustration in training. How is it sometimes displayed? Okay. What does it mean? And how can we use it to our advantage? Welcome to Conversations with a Dog Trainer. I'm Nick Golis, owner of Family Canine Dog Training, and we're going to talk about this today. So Lexi is a young dog. She's 5 months old. She's been in training for about a week and a half now. As you can see, very social dog. Okay, still a lot of work left to do, but she's coming along really nicely. And because she's so playful and social, this exercise where she's got to be on a bed is hard for her, not when I'm standing right here, but when I move away and there's a separation between us. So look at that. Look at how frustrated she is. All I had to do was take a step away. There's 2 feet between us. And that is really challenging for her, okay? What it means when a dog is frustrated is that the dog is working at their capacity, that they find whatever it is you're doing and whatever the distraction is, whatever the challenge is, really, really difficult, okay? People very often don't understand distraction training. They think that the dog should perform and also feel good about it. In other words, that their goals should be aligned with ours. Nothing could be further from the truth. When I'm training a dog not to show aggression towards a person or another dog, when I'm training a dog to not run in the road after its toy, when I'm training a dog to not chase a chicken, the dog does not want the things that we want. We are training the dog to do it despite the fact that the dog still wants it. So that's what you're seeing here. Look at how interactive she is. Look at how social she is, how playful, how affectionate. So when I move 2 feet away, she says, "You're almost in my reach. If you could just come a little closer." But she's working. She's doing exactly what we want. So even in the face of the tidal wave of emotion and energy, she's still using her brains and still cooperating. Okay? To give you a great example, the other day I was caught in awful traffic on a bridge where there's never-ending road work. And there's one lane that's reserved for a bus or carpool. And naturally, no one wants to be sitting there in that traffic, so a lot of people get irritated, and even though it's a single person in the car, just the driver, they're ducking out of the regular lanes and going into the carpool lane. Why? Because they don't want to deal with the frustration of being stuck in traffic. We know better, and we still choose to do the quote-unquote wrong thing because it's too frustrating sometimes not to. So here we have a dog who doesn't understand our agenda, who doesn't agree with our agenda, and the dog, if trained properly, will still go along with it. So again, I'm going to distance myself. What? Are you a good girl? What a good dog. You see look how she, that's not part of your place. Good girl. She understands the boundary. Not to say she won't make a mistake. She might even make one now on film. It's almost like we're playing floor is lava. Okay? Now, if I want to help her to improve beyond this, every so often I'll go back to her, because at some point, think of frustration like a boiling pot of water. It's going to bubble over. So every so often, when I go back to the dog, I'm just taking the pot off the burner for a second so it can settle, right? There's an emotional settling right now. Good girl. And you could just see in her body language, when I touch her, everything just settles for a moment. Now I'm going to really make her life difficult. Oh, yo, you're silly. You're a bad dog. You're so bad. You're bad. Good. Good girl. See how she settles? And so I'm just relieving the pressure, and I'm teaching the dog a belief system. It's tough. I know it's tough. Get through it. It's worth it for you. Work with me. Good girl. Good girl. You're so good. She's so sweet. All she wants is contact. So frustration is an excellent sign. It's a sign of a dog making an effort. right? Can't be frustrated if you're not making an effort. If you're not making the effort, you just go for what you want. There's no gathering, there's no thinking, there's no holding back. It's just go, go, go. That's the untrained dog, right? The untrained dog is just a gas pedal stuck wide open. Got to get to the park, got to get to the dog run, got to sniff everything, got to chase the squirrel, got to bark at this, got to... The trained dog still wants all those things, right? I'm going to butcher the saying, but there's a saying that it's easy to be a happy, nice person when everything's going your way. And the measure of a person's character is how they behave when things aren't going their way. Because that's when things are difficult. And you're going to see the person's nature come out. Well, in this case, it's not the nature you're seeing, it's the training. But you're going to see the real training come out when the dog is put under duress, when the dog is under pressure, where the dog says, oh my, this is really hard. I'm right at the edge, literally and figuratively speaking. And what we're seeing is a young puppy with a week and a half of training, more or less. And you've seen her tiptoe and kind of walk that tightrope. And she's doing great. And even though I'm focused on staring at the camera and making sense of what I'm saying and trying not to mumble, I still go back to her every so often and show her that if you stay here, good things will happen to you, so that the pot never boils over. You're a bad dog. You're so bad. You're such a bad girl. Yeah. Right? So we're going to take it a step further now. What? What? So the more energy I feed, the harder I'm making her work. Frustration and cooperation. What? 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 Lexi? Okay. Yeah. Hi, sweetheart. That's my girl. Yeah. Whoa la la. What a bad dog. What a bad dog. You're so bad. You're so evil.